On the night I'm going to review The Mystery Guest by Nita Prose. This is a sequel to The Maid, and it follows Molly, the maid from the first novel, and The Maid was the debut novel of this author, and this one was quite different from the first, because it takes a bit of a different angle, focusing on Molly's grandmother, and more so than in the first book, and her career as a maid in previous years before. Molly became a maid when she was very young, and one day Molly went to work with her in this mansion, and and then there's this guy who is a writer, and he is very recluse, and he wants to be by himself a lot, and doesn't he likes his privacy, um and it's basically in the present timeline. Molly has to solve another mystery of who was it that killed him, and um the police officer from the first one returns, but she doesn't end up uh suspecting her murder this time. In the first book, that's what happened, but this time she works with her most of the time to just try and figure out who it was that caused the murder and who was responsible for it. And this one, it's different. It's definitely different from the first one. Um, the first one was a debut novel, so um, yeah, and it's told differently for sure. Like, and I do like it. I don't like it as much as the first one. The first one was very good though, and this one was still very good. It was, if you're looking for something along the same lines as the first one, but altogether at the same time different, I would still recommend it. And the character of Molly is very quirky, and she is one of the most relatable characters I've read. Um, and just very, in the first book she was very inept at social skills, and she was very unaware of what people thought and what um social social cues were and stuff. And in this book, she is very much more adapt to it, and yeah, she's just a lot more aware of what's going on around her. And as she says in the book, she can sometimes see things that other people can't see, um, which is why she makes a good detective in these books. And yeah, it is definitely more focused on her grandmother and her family. And yeah, I would recommend it, but if you're wanting to read it, go read The Maid first, because it's definitely leads into it and takes place about a year, I think, after. And I think there's another one, um, Christmas one, I think it is, and it takes place in the middle of The Maid and this one. So yeah, I just went ahead and read this one after The Maid. The Maid was one of the first ones that I read that got me into reading a lot, and yeah, so I would recommend this one, and say, yeah, go read The Maid first if you're wanting to read this one, because it's definitely not as good. But if you're looking for something that's like the first one and it's still different, um, then yeah, I would recommend this. So yeah.